Welcome, English Podcast.
From Ruby English Podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to English Podcast with Ruby. This is the place where you improve your English a little bit every single day. And as always, I'm joined by my awesome co-host Asher. Hey Asher, how are you today?
Hey Ruby, I'm great, thanks. I just came back from a long walk, feeling super fresh.
Nice, that's the best. I've had a pretty chill morning, just a bit of reading.
Sounds relaxing. Okay, so what's up for today's episode?
Today we're diving into a topic I think everyone can relate to. Why is starting always the hardest part? And more importantly, how do you get over it?
Oh yeah, that first step can feel so heavy sometimes, even when you really want to do it.
Totally. And stick around because we'll break it down and give you tips to finally start.
But before we jump in, we'd love it if you could like this video. It really helps us out.
And don't forget to comment below and subscribe to our channel. That way you'll never miss any of our English episodes.
Let's start right now.
So, let's get into it. Why does it feel so hard just to start something new?
Yeah, that's such a deep question. I think most people don't even get past day one.
Right? And it's not that they're lazy or unmotivated, it's more like our brains push back.
Uh-huh. Our brains seriously hate change. When we try something new, it's like
it's sounding an alarm. Danger, danger, even if it's just learning to cook.
Exactly. That's because of this tiny, powerful part of the brain called the amygdala.
It's the part that deals with emotions, especially fear and anxiety.
So when we step into the unknown, the amygdala freaks out, sends all these panic signals.
Yeah, like what if I fail? What if I look stupid? That loop starts playing in your head.
And it's not just emotional. Starting something new actually burns more brain energy.
Right. Studies show your brain uses almost double the effort to build new habits.
So no wonder we get exhausted so quickly. Our brains are working overtime.
And when that happens, boom, your nervous system kicks into survival mode.
Yep. Fight, flight, or freeze. Your body's way of saying, nope, too risky.
That's why you might suddenly decide it's a great time to reorganize your closet.
Or scroll through cat videos for an hour. It's just your brain avoiding the hard stuff.
Honestly, knowing this makes me feel so much less guilty. Like, it's not just me being lazy.
Yeah, it's actually biology. But that also means if we understand it, we can work with it.
Our brains might resist at first, but we can train them to feel safe with new things. All right, let's dive into some of the most common mental blocks that stop us in our tracks.
The first one's big. Our brain loves patterns. It craves predictability.
Yeah, when things are familiar, the brain's like, cool, I got this. It feels safe.
But the second you try something new, it's like, what is happening? Total confusion.
Right? Like, if you always cook spaghetti, your brain's got that routine locked in.
But if one day you decide to bake a sourdough loaf from scratch, no roadmap.
It panics. Where's the recipe? Where's the safe zone?
Yeah, exactly. It's not just being lazy. It's your brain genuinely saying, this feels risky.
And then comes the second big blocker, identity crisis. This one hits deep.
Oh yeah. If you're used to being really good at something, starting over feels painful.
Like, imagine you're a confident accountant, super sharp with numbers, and then you try painting.
Suddenly, you're holding a brush like it's a foreign object, making wobbly lines. So awkward.
And your brain whispers, wait, am I bad at this? Is this even me? That can sting.
It shakes up your sense of self. From expert to beginner, that's a tough shift.
And then we hit the big one, fear of failure, that voice we all know too well.
Yeah, that voice that says, what if this goes horribly wrong even before you try?
It shows up when there's no track record yet, no success to point to, just uncertainty.
So the brain fills in the blanks, and usually with worst-case horror stories.
What if I start a YouTube channel and get 0 views? Or what if I speak English and they laugh?
Those what ifs are so loud, they make doing nothing feel like the safer option.
Totally. But here's the thing. Those fears, they're just thoughts, not facts.
Yeah, once you see them for what they are, just mental noise, they start to lose their grip.
We've all been there, feeling like I'm not ready. But the truth is, no one feels ready at first.
The real shift happens when you stop waiting to feel ready and start anyway.
Now let's move into something that doesn't start inside us, but still messes with our minds big time.
Yeah, this one's huge. Comparing ourselves to people who already seem like they've made it.
Totally. You scroll through Instagram and see someone who's fluent in English, super fit, traveling the world.
While you're still in your pajamas, staring at your to-do list like, why can't I get it together?
And here's the trap. We're comparing our behind the scenes with their highlight reel.
Exactly. We forget that person probably stumbled through the same awkward stages we're in now.
Like someone who speaks fluent English today? Years ago, they were probably scared just to say hi.
Or think about your favorite YouTuber. Their early videos might have had bad lighting, 0 views, shaky confidence.
But we don't see that part, we just see the polish, the result of thousands of messy, imperfect tries.
And then we turn around and compare our day 1 to their year 10. That's brutal.
Yeah, it's like planting a little seed and getting upset that it's not a full-grown tree the next day.
Oof, that hits. Growth takes time, and more importantly, it takes patience, especially with yourself.
Yeah, and when you stop comparing, even for a moment, you give yourself permission to actually grow.
The journey gets a lot lighter when you stop carrying everyone else's progress on your shoulders.
Another kind of pressure that sneaks in from the outside is social expectation and, well, our own perfectionism.
Oh yeah, that hits hard. Sometimes it's not strangers we're afraid of, it's the people closest to us.
Right? Like you start learning English and suddenly think, what if I'm not good enough? What if I let my family down?
Or you wonder, what will my friends think if I mess up in front of them? That fear of judgment. It's heavy.
And then there's that inner voice, the one that says, you'd better get it perfect or don't do it at all.
Yeah, like if I can't say this sentence without a single grammar mistake, maybe I shouldn't speak at all.
Or, if I can't launch the perfect YouTube channel, then what's the point? That mindset is exhausting.
Totally. It turns growth into pressure. Suddenly, you're not just trying to improve, you're trying to impress everyone.
And half the time, those expectations aren't even real. They're just stories we make up in our heads.
Yeah, most people aren't judging you. They're probably too busy worrying about their own stuff.
Seriously. We all think the spotlight's on us, but really everyone's caught up in their own chaos.
Which is why we have to let go of that pressure. Just progress over perfection. Always.
Yes. Even the tiniest steps forward are better than staying frozen by fear.
Growth isn't about getting it perfect. It's about showing up again and again.
And there's one more big factor that doesn't come from within, but still affects everything, not having a support system.
Oh yeah, that one's huge. Trying to start something new completely on your own, that can feel 10 times heavier.
Right? Like if you're learning English, but no one around you is doing it too, it feels isolating.
Or worse, they tease you for it. Why are you learning that? That's pointless. That kind of energy just drains you.
Or imagine wanting to start your own business, but your friends are only focused on partying every weekend.
Or you're trying to eat healthy, but your family keeps stocking the fridge with soda and chips. It's like swimming upstream.
Yeah, without anyone cheering you on or even understanding your goals, it's so easy to give up.
That's why even one supportive person can be a game changer. Just one person who says, you've got this.
Totally. Or even joining an online group where people are learning and struggling together. It helps you feel less alone.
We're not wired to do hard things in isolation. We need encouragement, especially when we're just starting out.
Even something as small as someone asking, hey, how's your English practice going? It reminds you that someone cares.
Or having a practice buddy. Suddenly, it's not this scary thing. It's fun. It feels lighter. More possible.
Yeah, like you're not climbing a mountain alone anymore. You've got someone walking beside you. And here's one last external factor that people don't always notice. Too many choices.
Oh yeah, the paradox of choice. More options actually make it harder to decide.
Exactly. It's like when you want to improve your English, but there are a million apps, courses, videos.
Or even just choosing a book to read. You spend hours browsing, then feel so overwhelmed you give up.
Ha ha ha, been there. I once spent an entire afternoon making a study plan and never actually started.
Same. Or people get stuck comparing which gym to join, instead of just picking one and moving their body.
It's called paralysis by analysis. Your brain keeps analyzing forever.
And you end up doing nothing at all. It feels safer to stay in planning mode.
Totally. But real growth happens when you just pick something, even if it's not perfect, and start.
Yeah, one imperfect action beats endless overthinking every time.
Amen to that. Simplify. Start small, adjust later. That's the key. All right, so let's get into some real solutions. How can we actually beat this fear of starting?
First, we can change our behavior, even in small ways, to make starting easier.
One of my favorite tricks is the 2-minute rule. Ever tried that?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. You just tell yourself, do the task for 2 minutes. That's it.
Like open your English book and read for 2 minutes. Most times, once you start, you keep going.
Totally. Or put on your running shoes and just step outside. 2 minutes in, you'll probably keep walking.
The next tip is called if-then planning. It's about being super clear with your plan.
For example, if I finish work at 5 p.m., then I go straight to the gym. No debating.
Or if it's Saturday morning, then I practice speaking English for 15 minutes.
That way you don't leave it up to feelings or random motivation. It's a built-in trigger.
Another huge one is environment design. Basically make good habits easier to do.
Like if you want to eat healthy, keep fruits on the counter and hide the chips.
Or if you want to study English, keep your notebook on your desk, not buried in your bag.
So true. If you have to dig for it, you probably won't do it.
Last is tracking your progress. Celebrate small wins, even tiny ones.
Like cross off each day you practiced English on a calendar. It builds a sense of momentum.
Yeah, those micro wins stack up and make you feel like, hey, I'm actually moving forward.
And that feeling keeps you going way longer than waiting for huge milestones.
Now let's look at changing your mindset, because how you think really shapes what you do.
Oh yeah, the first shift is moving from I have to be perfect to I just need to start.
Exactly. Action matters way more than perfection. You can fix things once you're in motion.
Like don't wait to speak English until your grammar's flawless. Just start talking.
You'll improve by doing. Perfection is a moving target anyway.
Another powerful switch is from I don't know anything to I'm learning.
Totally. Instead of seeing gaps as proof you're not good enough, see them as growth spots.
For example, I can't understand fast English yet, which means I have something exciting to master.
Then there's normalizing the hard parts. Starting is tough for everyone, not just you.
Even experts were beginners who stumbled and struggled at first. That's just part of it.
I love thinking of it as an experiment, not a forever commitment.
Yeah, you're just testing things out. If you don't like it, you can adjust or try something new.
That takes off so much pressure. You get to be curious, not scared.
Curiosity is way more motivating than fear. Explore, play, and let yourself be a beginner.
Amen. That mindset will carry you so much farther than any rigid I must be perfect rule ever will. All right, before we wrap up today, we've got a fun little challenge for you.
It's called the 2-minute Just Start Challenge. Super simple, but super powerful.
Here's how it works. Step 1. Pick something you've been putting off.
Could be learning a new skill, writing, exercising, cleaning your room, or, of course, practicing English.
Step 2. Do it for exactly 2 minutes. That's it. Don't aim for perfect, just begin.
Then step 3. Notice how you feel after those 2 minutes. Was it easier than you thought?
Did you feel lighter, maybe even excited to keep going?
Or did you think, hey, that wasn't so bad after all?
We'd love for you to share in the comments. Tell us, what did you pick?
And how did you feel after taking that tiny first step? Would you want to turn it into a daily habit?
We'll be reading all your comments and cheering you on. Remember, small steps lead to big changes.
Totally. And if you want to revisit this lesson or check out the vocabulary, there's a link in the description. It's free for you.
If you enjoyed this episode, please drop us a comment, and subscribe to our channel.
It means a lot and helps us keep making more podcasts to help your English grow. All right, let's slow down for a second and look at some key vocabulary together. Don't worry, I'll explain everything clearly and simply.
Amygdala means the part of the brain that processes emotions, especially fear.
For example, when you try something new, your amygdala can trigger feelings of anxiety.
Ego threat means when your sense of self feels threatened by being a beginner again.
For example, switching from expert to newbie in a skill can cause ego threat and embarrassment.
Fight, flight, freeze means the survival response when facing danger or unfamiliar situations.
For example, your brain might make you want to fight, run away, or freeze when starting something new.
Friction means small barriers that make good habits harder to do.
For example, having to dig out your study book creates friction that stops you from studying.
Paralysis by analysis means overthinking so much that you don't take any action.
For example, spending hours planning but never actually starting your project is paralysis by analysis.
Progress tracking means recording small wins to keep motivation going.
For example, marking off every day you practice English on a calendar helps with progress tracking.
Environment design means arranging your surroundings to make good habits easier and bad ones harder.
For example, keeping your English book on your desk is environment design to encourage studying.
If-then planning means making specific plans that link a situation, if, to an action, then.
For example, if I finish work, then I will practice English for 15 minutes.
Micro-wins means small achievements that build confidence and motivation.
For example, finishing one English lesson is a micro-win toward fluency.
Perfectionism means the need to do things perfectly, which can stop you from starting anything.
For example, avoiding speaking because you want to speak English perfectly is perfectionism.
Now it's your turn. Pick one thing you've been putting off.
Just do it for 2 minutes. That's all. No pressure, no perfection.
Then take a moment to notice how you feel afterward. Is it easier than you thought?
This small step is your first step toward beating the fear of starting.
Remember, every big journey begins with a tiny action. So just start.
And we'll be here cheering you on every step of the way.
Bye for now.